It's enough rising. It's enough rising.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Green Live Stream. I'm here with my awesome co-host, Mr. Scott Free.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? I'm in an undisclosed location tonight. They always say that. They always say that whenever they're in some different location. So I had to.
Awesome. So we're here with Mr. Eddie Espinoza. How's it going, Eddie?
Hey,
Uh,
Eddie.
well, it's going well, going well. Kind of have an announcement to make that
Oh.
we've
Well,
decided, the Green Party here in Hidalgo County. Hidalgo County is South Texas, so we're right off the Gulf Coast, and we're maybe about 20-minute drive from Mexico. But we've decided to run against Vicente Gonzalez, the Democrat that has been in office for the past, I'd say he's going on 10 years.
Okay.
But yeah, Vicente is the chair or he leads the oil and gas caucus in the House of Representatives. So
Uh,
he is an oil person, and we cannot afford to export LNG from Texas. And he's probably been spearheading all these LNG export terminals that are that are currently being constructed.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
wow.
So we needed somebody to run against him and start calling him out for some of
Yes.
his policy positions.
Yes. So this is definitely breaking news, folks.
Breaking news
Yes.
indeed, yes. And
All right.
the Green Party of Texas, we ran a great campaign in 2024 for Texas Railroad Commissioner, and in that race we were able to get 300,000 Texas voters, and
Yes.
we
Woo.
did that on a very tight budget. So yeah, we were happy to get the 300,000 votes because that we needed to get 2% of Texas voters to have ballot access for the Green Party here in Texas
Mhm.
for the next 10 years.
Yes. So
So
Eddie,
yeah, it was a big accomplishment. It was a statewide effort, and the national Greens, had a hand in it. The Texas Greens were like they were amazing. So it
wow.
was like everybody working together to reach a common goal to get that 2% threshold. That way, Green Party candidates do not struggle to get on the Texas ballot.
Yes, that is so important. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That
I
that
mean,
sucks up so much energy. Just
Oh,
trying to get the
uh,
petitions to get on the ballot, and then you have to switch to campaigning, right?
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, you
yeah,
can kind
yeah.
of do both, but your goal is to get signatures so you can be on the ballot. So then people are like,
Yeah,
"Ah."
we know. Yeah, we're not. If anybody wants to run a statewide race for the Green Party, they don't have to get the signatures. It's
That
already
is awesome.
guaranteed. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
and keep in mind that Texas is the eighth largest economy on the globe.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Right.
if somehow we can flip Texas, which is, I mean, it would be a miracle, but miracles do happen.
Yes.
It
yeah, they
would
do.
be a big victory for the Green Party because we would go into Austin right away and start implementing uh, climate change solutions and mitigation because that's
Mhm.
what's needed.
Yes.
Absolutely. So
Absolutely.
you are running for
Oh, yeah, Texas Congressional District 34.
Okay.
And
34.
that's going to be like in Brownsville, Texas, out
Okay.
maybe about an hour east. I'm sorry, an hour west of Brownsville, Texas, and
Okay.
up to the Corpus Christi area. So we're in deep South Texas.
Nice.
That's
Excellent.
wonderful.
Excellent. Yes.
Breaking news on the Green Live Stream. We got
Yes.
another person running.
Yeah, and we need Green Party candidates, because by running, we get the word out about the Green Party and what we stand for, and without a doubt, we have the best platform to help heal a sick planet.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean,
Absolutely.
just go to the Green Party website, gp.org, I believe, and just,
Mhm.
we need to tell people, hey, go to the Green Party's platform and read through it.
Yeah,
And we have lots of problems to fix, and that's a good platform to follow.
absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of the solutions that have been well researched are there.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if you really want to get dive deep and read some,
yeah, yeah. The national, yeah,
it's not surface.
no, yeah, no, the national platform, that's a good 100 pages.
Yeah,
But
Mm,
they cover pretty much everything. Like, how are we going to address the inequality, the wealth inequality? We want Medicare for all. We
mm,
want to take care of our ecosystem. I mean, it's all there. And the Green Party, we've been around for a long time, so it's not like we're just starting up.
right,
We've been around. Although
right.
some of
19,
us, yeah,
1984.
wow,
Okay,
1984,
okay.
nice, nice.
Yeah,
But yeah, we want to get the word out, because the most frustrating part, like in the presidential election in 2024, is we would tell people like, hey doc, you have a third option, Dr. Stein is running, and people are like, man, why didn't you guys come out with this news sooner? You guys were just, we got out there too late. And but most people that I in the campaign that I ran in 2024, everybody was open to our ideas and was very supportive. I
right.
mean, I wouldn't be able to make this run without South Texas community, and my family and friends,
Yeah.
and the Texas Green Party.
Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think I remember hearing that Jill Stein got on CNN in 2016 once, and this time zero.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it is brutal. They have really,
yeah,
really clamped down I have a good friend who's very politically aware. He's a Democrat. And, after the election, I told, well, did you vote for Jill Stein? And he was like, who's Jill Stein?
yeah, yeah,
And
exactly.
he watches public television. He watches, BBC, and he watches all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
He didn't even know who she was.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
And so it's a brutal fight out there to get
yeah.
recognized.
Yeah, the corporate parties have a control of the corporate media, and they're only going to show Republicans and Democrats.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now, one of the things that I want to do on this campaign is I want to get the word out about basic climate science knowledge,
Okay.
like in understanding that, hey, we have some tough tough challenges up ahead. And I want to mention two climate scientists. There's a Dr. James Hansen,
Yes, I just saw him today.
a-
I've
and
heard of him.
and there's also a Paul Beckwith.
Okay.
Paul
Mm.
Beckwith gives summaries on the work by Dr. James Hansen.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Okay.
just listen to them, and they do a really good job of explaining it. And anyone with a high school education can follow along with their scientific, uh, I guess, knowledge and the data that's coming in from around the globe. But yeah, Dr. James Hansen and Paul Beckwith, we need to get the word out. Like, hey, start listening to these two because they are the experts.
Yeah. And
Now,
I know Hanson has started a newsletter. Maybe he's had it for a while at Columbia.edu. There
mm,
is a newsletter. I should try to find the link and see if I can put it in. But yeah, James, right. His papers are, uh, peer reviewed,
yeah, yeah,
official. Yeah.
yeah, it's not
Difficult
going to,
reads.
yeah, it's not going to be a case of bad information. No, these guys, they dot their i's and they cross their t's.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it right now, with the price of solar panels and batteries, it makes more economic sense to get our electricity from solar, wind, and batteries. It
Okay.
does not make any, well, short term, yes, but it doesn't make any economic sense to continue the fossil fuel party.
Right. Exactly.
It's
Gotta shut it down.
Parties.
yeah, yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
things are not going to improve for us
No.
uh, until we break this fossil fuel addiction.
Right.
I mean, God is not going to help an addict that keeps injecting poison into their system,
Right.
no matter how much praying you do.
Right.
You can do all the praying you want, but if you don't clean up your act, as an addict,
Right.
and that's what we are. We're heading for dark days.
Oh my gosh.
And so no matter
On
how
many, many levels.
yeah, so no matter how hard we try, we cannot escape karma and we cannot escape physics.
Yeah. Right.
Now, currently, neither corporate party is addressing global warming. I
No.
mean, President Trump has pretty much dismissed a lot of the climate scientists,
Mhm.
and the Democrats aren't much better. The Democrats are pushing carbon capture, and carbon capture is a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of corporate nonsense.
Yeah.
So one of the things that is warming up the planet is the Earth's energy imbalance. So we have more solar energy being absorbed by the planet as opposed to def- uh, reflect some of the sunlight reflecting off back into space.
Okay.
A
Mhm.
darker planet because the polar caps are melting. So that
Mhm.
means you have less sea ice extent. So as this happens, you have a darker planet, and a darker planet is going to lead to a warmer planet.
Mm.
And
D-
oh, go
yeah,
ahead.
think of it like when you choose what you're going to wear, right? Like in the summertime you wear white because it reflects the heat, and in the
Yeah.
wintertime you wear dark clothes because it keeps the heat in.
Absorbs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah. Never
basic.
thought of it
It's
like that.
yeah, it's basic science. Now,
Mhm.
where are we right now as far as global temperatures? Right now, we are getting close to the 1.5 degrees Celsius uh, marker. And I believe in 2023 we went the entire year of being at 1.5 or higher. Now, according to James Hansen, we can expect that 1.5 to grow probably. Let me make sure I have the right information here. Hold on just a minute. Sorry.
No, it's okay. We just had a shout out from Kalia, who's going to
Oh,
be
okay.
guest hosting next week. So, hey, Kalia.
Yep.
Oh,
She'll
nice.
be here on
Yeah.
Wednesday and Saturday. I'm going
Kalia.
on
Kalia.
vacay.
Sorry, my pronunciations. Yes.
Yeah, real quick. So
Kalia.
The United Nations, or IPCC, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, they have us going up somewhere between 2.5 to 4 degrees.
Oh, Jesus.
Right now, we're sitting at 1.5.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. James Hansen is saying the IPCC is off.
Okay.
Dr. James Hansen is saying you're looking at a 3.6 to 6 degrees Celsius increase.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
And I trust James Hansen more than I do the IPCC.
Okay.
One of the things that the IPCC failed to take into account as far as their
Mhm.
predictions is they failed to take into account the the aerosols, the decrease in aerosols because we're cleaning up our environment. We're cleaning up the air. So we're cleaning up the air, and that means you have less smog. The smog was acting as an umbrella, and it was preventing us from getting even hotter. But as you start
Um,
to clean up the air, now you don't have any smog or aerosol particles reflecting some of that sunlight.
okay.
Now you're just absorbing all of the sunlight.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to be a global response, and we're going to have to do something that the climate scientists don't want to do, but there is going to have to be some kind of form of geoengineering. So that
Right.
means we're going to have to put the sulfur, and I'm kind of jumping around here, but
That's fine.
real quick, in 2020, the International Maritime Organization told the shipping companies that you need to remove the sulfur. Oh, I think I.
No, no, no. We
No,
just
Oh,
you're
tweeted
fine.
you.
okay.
You're fine.
Yeah, you need to remove the sulfur from your shipping fuels. So okay, they did that in 2020,
Okay.
and accidentally this action that they took to clean up the air is leading to a warmer planet.
Okay.
So it was one of those blowbacks that the scientists really didn't consider. So now Dr. James Hansen is saying we're going to have to put the sulfur back in the shipping fuels.
Oh gosh.
But right now, everybody is doing their own thing as far as geoengineering and cloud seeding.
Right.
And this is a recipe for disaster, because if India's doing something, and then Saudi Arabia is doing something else, and then even in the United States and or Washington D.C. is doing one thing, and then Texas is doing a whole different thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we need to get a handle on this, because we are leaving a dying planet for future generations.
Right.
Now, this is not up for debate. The
Yeah.
debate is closed.
Yeah.
And the faster we acknowledge this and are truthful with each other, then we can go on and start preparing our civil infrastructure and doing climate change mitigation. So yeah, it's a warming planet, and like I tell you, right now we're sitting close to 1.5.
Yeah.
We will probably break 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, probably 2030, 2035.
Yeah. And
And go ahead.
no, I was just going to say there's no doubt that there's so much lacking in education because, and obviously there are people out there to try to, destroy discussions around climate change. And I have a theory. It's a weird theory, but I just feel like that first big video that came out from the presidential candidate about the inconvenient truth, right?
Al
Wasn't that
Gore.
the
Yeah,
yeah
Al Gore.
Al Gore? That I just think I don't know if it was done on purpose, but I think it was the biggest mistake that they could possibly make because what they did is they turned it into a political thing. So Al Gore became the face. Republicans hate Democrats, therefore let's turn it into a war, between the
Yeah.
two parties.
Yeah.
They
And
made it partisan.
yeah, and I think that was a huge mistake. Whether it was done on purpose or accidental, who knows? But
Right.
but yeah, and I think ever since, now Republicans, if you're in that base, you have to do climate denial. And so it's a really difficult situation. But in a way, we kind of don't even have time to argue with them because
Yeah.
we just have to get things in place. We have to
Yeah.
get there's
Yeah.
And
And
how do we do that? We elect Green Party people that will take care of the problem.
right,
Yeah.
right, who aren't paid off by all
Yeah.
the other industries. The oil industry is a big, they
Yeah.
pay off these folks. The Democrats are willing to get paid off, and they do, and they
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to repeat those numbers again. We're at
Okay.
1.5 degrees Celsius, and we're probably looking to be, with all the global or the climate warming gases, we're probably looking at 4.5.
Yeah.
Well,
So
can you
close to
explain
doubling or
what that?
tripling. Oh,
Can
go
you
ahead.
explain what that actually means to people that don't understand?
Yeah, so we have temperature data from as far back as the 1700s. So they take the average between 1700 and pre-industrial level, which is probably around 1850. So they have temperature data for that.
Okay.
But then we started taking fossil fuels from the ground, and we started releasing it into the atmosphere.
Mhm.
So you're releasing these greenhouse gases, and that's making the atmosphere thicker or more. It's like a blanket. You're making your blanket thicker,
Okay.
and you're trapping more gases.
Yeah.
And the climate scientists are telling us you need to stop fossil fuel use. But what are we doing?
I know.
What are our
Just the
politicians?
opposite.
What are the corporate parties doing? They want to build LNG export terminals so that they can get the global south addicted to our methane. So here in Texas, we are damaging our ecosystems trying to send this methane to third world countries.
Yeah.
We can't afford that. It's like this. Imagine you have a car inside a garage, right? And you turn on the car and it's running, and you're releasing these fumes into the garage. But then you open the garage and you put in a second car in there. It makes no sense whatsoever. What are we doing?
Right.
And
And
it would and if we continue down this path, we are committing a global suicide, and
yep,
that cannot happen.
right,
Now, these Democrats and Republicans think that they have discipline. We Green Party members, we have discipline too.
right,
And we have reason and climate scientists on our side.
right, right.
So it's time to do the right thing. And it starts by canceling these LNG export terminals. Now, the United States is not the only country doing this nonsense.
No,
Mexico's also doing the whole fossil fuel thing.
yeah,
Saudi Arabia is continuing the party.
of course.
And and the war drums are beating in Venezuela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was going to say is that, and over, I'm going to say 75% of our foreign policy has to do with grabbing oil.
Yeah.
So we're still, we want to destroy Russia so we can grab their oil. We want to destroy Venezuela so we can
Yeah.
grab their oil, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
again, when I say they, I mean that our government works for private companies. They work
Yeah.
for Shell. They work for BP. That's who runs our country.
Right.
And the
so
biggest polluter is the military.
is the military, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and
Who
they
are
don't
out
even.
there
Yeah,
trying to
they
get
don't
more
even.
oil.
They don't even release their carbon emissions. God only know. I mean, they're probably, if we were a country, or the United States military would probably be top 4 as far as polluters.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
well
it's
they
number
well
one.
they
I think
burn stuff and when they drop bombs and all that, it ruins the environment.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, not just the lives, which is
Right.
bad enough.
Yeah. Another thing that has to happen is we have to remove uh, oil and gas money and APEC money. We have to get that out of American politics.
Right.
Einstein warned us back in the 1950s about Zionists.
Yep.
He
He
did?
he warned
Yes.
us. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, let me. I got this from the internet. Let me just read this real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
This
for it.
this is what Einstein advocated for.
Okay.
He advocated for an ethical Jewish nationalism
Okay.
that opposed state nationalism
Ah.
and was deeply wary of violence and militarism.
Yeah.
He warned us.
Yeah.
And he criticized the growing nationalist trends in the movement, particularly those that emphasize real estate and land acquisition over Jewish ethics and culture.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Now, he also opposed the creation of Israel if it meant a militaristic approach,
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
and which he believed would be a departure from the core tenets of Judaism.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the problem is, we've got unethical Zionists buying American politicians, and then these American politicians invite Benjamin Netanyahu, a genocide uh, uh, person that is spearheading this genocide, and we give him a standing ovation in Congress.
Yeah.
He
Horrific.
got something like 70 standing ovations
Instead of being arrested.
Right.
instead of being arrested.
Joe Harrington's in the house. What's up, Joe? Sagan called this 40 years ago when it wasn't nearly as bad as now. Says a lot.
Oh, so many people did. Malcolm X. So many people talked about Israel and Palestine.
Yeah, they did.
Going on for decades and decades.
Yeah. Now, this APEC money makes its way here to South Texas. And before I get into Vicente Gonzalez, if you want to do business with the state of Texas, you have to sign a document stating that you will not be critical of the Israeli government.
Yeah.
And this is in multiple states.
Yep.
But
Mhm.
that cannot happen. We have to side with reason and not with the billionaires and the corporations.
Right. Absolutely.
Now, our congressman Vicente Gonzalez, he's received over $200,000 from the pro-Israeli lobby.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind that there's 10 million Israelis, right? 10 million citizens of Israel. And it's a handful of Zionists that are holding up the peace in the Middle East.
Right.
And the conflict in Ukraine. My goodness, Ukraine is a breadbasket of the world.
Yeah.
It has just the right amount of humidity and heat and the moisture in the soil. But due to failed American diplomacy, we've turned Ukraine into a hellhole.
Right. We've destroyed it.
And both parties were responsible for it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The, bo-
Absolutely.
the, the diplomats came from both parties.
Yep.
So it's time for new leadership because we have not had a diplomatic victory in the United States. I'm thinking the last one was maybe 1991 in Desert Storm, which
Yeah.
I participated in that war. I was in the United States Army as a Bradley fighting vehicle driver. I
Okay.
didn't understand. I mean, I was 19 at the time, so I didn't understand American imperialism.
Right.
But that was the last time that I saw a united world working towards a common goal.
Okay.
And I was there in 1991 when there was so much hope from around the world. The Berlin Wall fell.
Mhm.
The Soviet Union fell. Iraq, had the fourth or fifth largest army, and it was defeated by a coalition. And there was so much hope after 1991.
Well, I would
But
disagree with you on some of those.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
but I would just say, in terms of your idea that I would say the last great hope of America was probably the New Deal.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I would say it's probably been going down since the 40s.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
mean
No,
that's
yeah, yeah. No, I understand what you're saying, Scott. But
yeah.
I'm saying, like, from my vantage point, what I saw personally, like, I remember there being so much hope from around the country.
Okay.
And I thought we were headed for a really long peace where we would all just, start working to solve the planet's problems. But we squandered that away.
Yeah.
And you're right, Scott. I mean, we can go back to Vice President Wallace, who should have been president instead of Harry, as the Truman.
All
Yeah.
right. Hey, well, you
Wallace.
got that history. But good for
Yeah,
you, Eddie.
yeah. Wallace was something else. He spoke Spanish, was well
Uh,
liked in Latin America, and he should have been president. But the
yeah.
shady side of America was like, nah, he can't.
And
He's too much of an enlightened being. He's promoting integration in the South, and we cannot have that.
yeah.
So they sabotaged, his presidency or he should have gotten the nomination,
Right.
but he
And
didn't.
Edie knows that I am going to now plug my song because I wrote a song about that. It's called The Night the Democrats Destroyed Henry Wallace. And so I'm a folk singer. And so, yeah, that story. And the reason that I did do a song about 1944 was because seemed like such a parallel to what everybody could relate to, which was Bernie Sanders and how they just destroyed. Well, I mean, he was the hope for our generation in terms of progressive change within the system, right?
Right,
Within that
right.
system, he was the hope, and they destroyed him. And so I just thought it was a great way to tell the story. So I did go back to Henry Wallace. So yes,
Well,
Yeah.
and the Eisenhower quote, he warned us too.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
Beware of the military-industrial
Industrial
complex,
complex.
and
Right.
yet we didn't listen.
right,
So we got a taste of that economy on, bombing people in other parts of the world, and it just never stopped.
It never.
It's been
Yeah.
growing ever since.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we did have a chance, but I mean, it's debatable, but I have read some things that we didn't really have a reason to drop the nuclear bombs on
No.
Nagasaki and
No.
Hiroshima because we did that just to flex our power to keep the rest of
was-
the world in line.
Well, that was aimed at Soviet Union, without
Yeah.
a doubt. That was aimed at the Soviet Union. They wanted to, we wanted
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
show off.
they lost more people than anyone
Yeah, 20 million. Yeah,
fighting in World War II. They were
fighting
on
the
our side.
Nazis. Yeah,
So, what?
Yeah, and we have to end our American empire. I mean,
Oh.
these 750 plus military bases from around the world.
Oh,
That money has to come home.
right.
And Dr. Stein was calling for a 50% decrease in the military budget. Take all that money and start investing in our civil infrastructure.
Right.
Just make
Yeah.
no mistake about it. We're going to be dealing with heat domes,
Oh,
stronger tropical storms,
oh my God.
droughts. That's what headed our way.
Yep.
And
Oh, it's
we
here. It's here.
yeah, you're right, it is
It's here.
here. And we better start localizing and regionalizing our energy and food production, and make sure that all of our citizens have access to clean drinking water.
Yeah.
Now
Yes.
that's
Yes.
not being done here in Texas. Texas is so greedy that they're willing to sacrifice
Oh
three
my.
aquifers have been lost because of
Mhm.
all the fracking.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Right.
And we're not getting those three aquifers back.
Oh God.
Out in the
Once it's gone,
Permian
it's gone.
yeah, out in the Permian Basin, they've injected so much. They call it produce water. It's brine and high salt, but they've injected so much of this liquid into the subsurface that it's bubbling up to the surface.
Oh my.
So on one of my campaign trips out to Odessa, the libertarian candidate Hawk Dunlap gave me a tour of a wide open 50-acre lake of hydrogen sulfide out in the open.
Mm.
And the stench, I mean, we
Mhm.
couldn't be there for more than a couple of minutes, but golly. And they used to grow cotton and tomatoes and melons and watermelons in that area,
Oh God.
pecan trees, but we contaminated the water, and we're continuing to do it for short-term
We
profit.
we
Oh
yeah,
God.
we are allowing corporations and the wealthy to ruin the planet
Right.
for all of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's going to kill us all. And they
Yeah,
think they're immune,
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
but they're
y-
not.
no, no,
They're
the
going to make
multi
it so bad that
yeah,
they're going to be affected as well.
yeah, the multimillionaires are going to have problems too. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter where you are on the planet, you're
Right.
going to have problems.
Yes.
So yeah, we have to end the American empire. Now, having said that, we have to be very careful when we make this transition to uh, to a more greener government, because right now the country is fractured, and there's a lot of disagreements everywhere. And we need to start figuring out how are we going to unite our citizens. And I think that we can all rally around having a healthier planet, so making a healthy planet the rallying cry for all Americans.
Yeah.
We're all in this together.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I know back even in the 70s. I mean, I think it was the Republican president that did the Clean Water Act. And so, clean water and air is not too controversial, right?
EPA, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, that was
Nixon did quite
Nixon.
a
That was
bit.
Nixon, right?
Yeah.
With the EPA, and now the EPA is being gutted,
Yeah.
by
Well,
the
everything's
Trump
being
administration.
gutted.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, now,
I laugh so I don't cry. So.
yeah, yeah, and we have to stay positive, because we do have a vision and we do have a plan. It's not like we're flying blindly. No, there's a plan to follow, but the key is, how do we win elections? That's
Yeah.
with little coverage from the media. I mean, maybe somebody will figure out a way, like just text messaging or TikTok, and stick with that, and just keep hitting the Republicans and the Democrats for their failed policies.
Yeah. Yeah, we keep trying. And I think that, there's been a lot of discussions about where do we find our voters, because I agree with this idea that non-voters are reachable.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
reachable. I
Yeah,
don't,
the
liberal Democrats, I mean, I think they're pretty much hopeless. Every once in a while, we can find a person that seems to start to get it. But for the most part, liberal followers of the Democratic Party are so brainwashed that I just saw it happen last week. People on Facebook that I know that I haven't unfriended yet, all getting behind, that they've got, if you don't vote for Gavin Newsom, you're us, right?
they
They're
might be
already
bots.
pushing.
Yeah.
Are
And
they
I've been
still
wanting,
there,
I know them. I know the people.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just gonna say that in a lot of places, in a lot of states, the number one voter was the non-voter.
Right.
oh, that's
So more
another
people
good-
didn't vote than either voted for any other party.
Right.
Yeah.
So because they've given up,
Right.
they see that the system doesn't include them, it doesn't reflect them, anything they want never gets addressed.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've been playing around with a little slogan, vote clean, vote green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean money equals the clean government
Yep.
equals the clean environment.
There you
Yeah.
go. That,
Hey, make
Clean
America.
health and a clean conscience.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah. A
supporting
clean conscience.
genocide.
Yeah.
That's a great one, Edie. That is
Yeah.
fantastic.
I
And
mean, make America green again, you know.
yes.
And
Oh,
I've been wanting to do this, but hey, blue MAGA and red MAGA, there's plenty of space under the green umbrella. Come
There
on
you
over here.
go.
You
Yes.
you know
Yes.
the
Yes.
blue MAGA might be disappointed with their leaders, but they don't trust the Republicans. Come on over to the Green Party. We
Yeah.
got
yeah.
plenty of space.
Yes.
And that goes for red MAGA and blue MAGA and all the non-voters. Come on over. Plenty of space.
Well, we,
Yes.
we just had our chapter meeting last night, and a new person that has recently joined us brought someone with her, and I found out later it was a Republican, and he liked what he heard.
Nice. Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
room on both sides. So don't think, Greens are just going to take from the D's.
Yeah.
The R's are available as well because they
Yeah.
don't like what Trump is doing.
No, no. So yeah, we
Yeah.
got to get voters from all the way from the far left to the far right and make them understand like, hey, we want a healthy planet. We want a healthy
So maybe not
economy
the far,
that's
far right.
based that what again?
So maybe not the far, far right.
Y-
Those are the
I
ones
mean, you know,
that,
I work with boy, this Hawk Dunlap character, the libertarian candidate. He and I had a good 6 hour discussion, and
mm,
even with the libertarians, there was a lot of agreements. But I think
Interesting.
as the Green Party, we can't. Everybody's welcome, you know. And
yeah,
what we want is we want the best ideas put forth, and
yeah,
that's what Green Party is about. It's about policy, and it's about having good, decent, common sense policy. You know, we're not in it for the money. We're not in it for any
Right.
other reason other than policy to help future generations,
we don't want to be
survive.
famous.
No,
Right.
Definitely not. We're not
You're
looking
right.
into it for a career.
yeah,
No.
Right,
now,
Eddie. That's a huge point, Eddie, because I know that Democrats are in it for their careers. I
yeah,
know that.
yeah,
That's why they're there. You can see it when you talk to them, and you know that that's what that's about. And that's the exact difference. We are here to try to help. We
yeah.
are not here for careers.
Right,
Hmm.
right. And let me just mention because I'm in Texas and the fossil fuel industry is so important here in Texas. Now, you know, one of our famous politicians is Barbara Lee Jordan.
Hmm.
I don't know if you guys remember her or not.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
she
do.
was
Yep.
yeah, she was a special spirit. But she had contacts with the fossil fuel industry because the fossil fuel industry would contribute a lot to her causes.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's different in Illinois than here in Texas. But the fossil fuel industry, they must transition to renewable energy
Right.
because it's not the fossil fuel industry. They're giving us energy, and you know, and also they're going to have to play a major role in helping us clean up these contaminated sites around the country, like in the Permian Basin, like in West Virginia, like in Southeast Ohio, where all this fracking is going on
Mm.
and all this water contamination is going on. Go and clean up that mess because they're going to
Yep.
be the experts at cleaning up this mess.
Yeah.
But we
Yes.
have to let the fossil fuel industry know, like, look, we don't want you to go under, but you're going to have to make the transition.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
going to have to make the
Transition, pay for your mistakes and
yeah,
how you hurt people and the environment. And then let's see if you can survive that. Because
yeah,
you created it. We didn't.
yeah,
We
yeah,
kept
no,
telling you not to. And
yeah,
and
And
I was just gonna say here in Illinois, I went to the Illinois Stewardship Alliance meeting today, talking about our farmlands and big ag and our food system. So in Illinois, that's what's going on here. I heard a term that I never heard before. It's called a food swamp,
okay.
which means the only food that's around you is food that's bad for you, like convenience store food or
Okay.
fast
mm,
food.
Mm.
You've heard of food deserts,
Oh,
but I
that's
never heard of food swamps.
yeah. Yeah.
So they're doing a lot of good work here. I'm proud that I went to their meeting and looking forward to talking to them in the future. I don't know if you have anything like that going on in Texas, protecting your food sources.
uh, we have our distribution. Boy, you know, I can speak for Houston. I think Houston has a good Their grocery stores in the inner city are good. Not sure about the Dallas Fort Worth area. Here in the Rio Grande Valley, where I'm at, food distribution is pretty good. But what we are seeing is more people, uh, especially veterans, that are lining up to receive food.
Right.
So some of our veterans are collecting food from the VA. So
Mm.
food prices are definitely going up for us, and yeah, it's and inflation as far as food prices, because global warming is going to cause less crops, and there'll be crop failures. So food is going to get more expensive, and that's why it's very important for us to localize and regionalize food production.
Hmm.
Right. Yeah. Food's going to
Yeah,
get scarce, is
Yeah,
what's going to happen.
yeah,
Really. Yep.
and
yeah.
that's
So
terrifying.
Yeah.
yeah, it
Right.
is. But we have to have a response, at the local level. Like, hey,
Right.
we need to learn how to grow potatoes or have chickens to lay eggs. We have cactus down here in South Texas. We have the
Mhm.
mesquite tree that gives a little seed that you can, crush and kind of eat, because we want to prepare our citizens for what's coming our way.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
But
is.
anyway,
we
yeah.
can't go back to hunter gatherer days, but if you have a backyard garden, or if you have a neighbor, like I have a neighbor that raises chickens, I just go down the street and get eggs. So
Nice.
and if you think about that, that cuts your carbon emissions too, because you didn't have to really go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No, that's a big part of it. Grow local to get rid of all this shipping and stuff, because that's a
Yeah.
huge carbon
They,
imprint.
they told
Absolutely.
me today that 95% of the food in Illinois is shipped in.
Yeah. Right.
When we have
Right.
farmland everywhere, that makes
Yeah.
no sense.
That doesn't make sense there. Yeah, I mean, you could say the same about Texas, though. But yeah, our healthy soil, that's going to be a hot commodity.
Mm.
But here, what we're doing is we're constructing and building a lot of shopping centers
Ugh.
here in the Rio Grande Valley, and it's like, no,
Why?
no, this soil that is the soil that is around us is a healthy soil. We grow tomatoes and
Mm.
cantaloupes and watermelons, and that's what we need to do. Go back to the old ways.
Yeah.
Go back to living simpler lives. But after the Reagan administration, like, hey, supersize everything, supersize your
Yeah.
home, supersize your SUVs, supersize big gulp drinks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Supersize
come.
it. Remember that
Yeah,
movie?
Yes. Right. The guy that ate McDonald's for 2 months
He got
straight.
really sick.
Uh,
Yeah, I can
uh,
see why.
but some solutions. Hey, 40 work week with no loss in pay.
there you go.
That
And
makes
and remote if it's possible, because all
absolutely.
those
Yeah.
buildings do not need to exist. You don't need to justify having them by forcing people to come in
Right.
that don't need to be there. If you can do
Right.
it from your home, they found out that it's way more productive and people are
Oh.
happier. It saves them money. They don't
Right.
have to,
Travel.
keep their car up. They don't have to travel. They don't have to pay childcare, all these things.
Yep.
And they are more productive at home.
Yes.
So, yeah, corporate America needs to wake the hell up
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and
yeah,
understand we're not having it anymore. And I've been trying my best to go on my own personal strike. I have cut out anything that I could think of that is funding the wrong side of whatever,
Right.
mostly Gaza.
Right. Mostly
But I think
BS.
it's the
Yeah.
same people
Yeah.
doing all the, there's prison labor, and then there's the people that hurt the environment. So
You do see the same names. That's true. The prison labor and the BDS. Same companies pop up.
so they don't respect human life.
No.
So why would you give them your money?
Right.
yeah.
Right. No.
Or your health, for that matter. And environment affects your health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immensely. Cancer rates go up whenever corporations do naughty things and
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Absolutely.
And then
Yeah.
Scott's always talking about the AI using our water.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
that's going to be the new battle, is AI versus water. I mean, it's just a
yeah,
nightmare. It's
yeah,
every single possible
yeah.
So
thing.
everybody listening, there's 13 people listening. Do not use AI. We
Yeah.
can't afford to cool off the systems. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're constructing data centers all over the country.
Yep. Yep.
And these things are sucking up water and electricity. And I hear that, some of them are very loud. So you live near these data
Oh.
centers, like, yikes,
Oh, I didn't know
good
that.
luck. Yeah.
Ugh. No,
Oh,
it's
But
this is kind of funny. I just want to put this up. Here's a thought: Green partiers try not to split left wing vote while Trump is trying to end
yeah.
democracy.
Yeah. Well, it's
Well,
their problem.
it's the people that put him there are the ones that you're saying for us to give a pass to. I'm sorry,
yeah,
And
can't do it.
and
Everyone wants a third party, but yet you don't vote for them. So what the hell is wrong with you? That's what I'd like to know.
and by the way, splitting left-wing vote, people are not left-wing.
No.
They want war, they want oil, they are
Yeah.
not left-wing. Okay.
Yeah.
The Democrats are a right-wing party.
Yeah, they
It's
are.
a right-wing party with a pretty face. So we have nothing to do with them, sir. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I also wanted to say that the party left you behind. They don't
Yeah.
listen to you anymore.
Yeah, you just don't realize
on
you're in
both
a right.
sides. It's both parties.
You don't realize you're in a right-wing party. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
You don't realize it.
Yeah, one of the things that we have to be careful with is right-wing Christian Zionist nationalists here in the United States are starting to work with Latin American right-wing
Yeah.
Christian nationalists in Latin America.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have to figure out how to end this left versus right, uh, liberal versus conservative, because this struggle is not just here in the United States, it's in Mexico.
Oh, it's everywhere. I mean,
It's yeah,
we had Proud
Mhm.
Boys going to fight in Ukraine because the Ukrainian Nazis. I mean,
Yeah.
they loved Biden because Biden kept funding Ukraine. So I mean, the fascist Nazi like is that exists everywhere. Israel.
yeah, and
You
yeah,
can't get
and
closer to Nazis
yeah,
than the Zionists.
yeah, and we can trace this back to the French Revolution in 1789. So we've been dealing with this since 1789.
Yeah, the left wing, right wing, right?
Yes,
French
yes.
Revolution.
So I mean, just real quick, from the French Revolution, it that mind that we're all free, that we're brothers and sisters. It fast forward from the French Revolution to the American Civil War, where 1 million Americans, lost their lives to end slavery.
Mm,
And also, while Abraham Lincoln was going on in Mexico, you had Benito Juarez,
okay.
who also wanted to remove the hacienda mentality and keep the peons, working in the haciendas and don't give them land to farm. So Mexican Revolution, 1910 to 1920, same thing, left versus right, liberal versus conservative. Uh, Spanish Civil War of 1937, Republicans versus fascists. And then the American Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act. So we can't go backwards. We cannot go backwards,
They're
and we
trying.
have to figure out how do we end this left right,
Mhm.
put an end to it once and for all.
Right.
Because
Well,
what's
we need a
happening is
multi-party system.
yeah, and that is inclusive, and like, hey, if you do ranked choice vote, bring your ideas. Even if you're a corporation, bring your idea. We want to see what you're all about.
Right.
But make sure you're not cherry picking data, and make sure that it's a debate. It's
Right.
an honest debate. Do ranked choice voting, and and we can start, you know,
Yeah.
implementing some solutions, because we
And-
need a victory, because right now it's looking pretty bleak.
And Eddie, that's a perfect reply to what that person wrote, because there's no splitting left wing parties when you have ranked choice voting, right?
Mhm.
And who are the people talking about ranked choice voting? The Green Party, right? So we are actually trying not to be splitting. We want ranked choice voting. It's the Democrats and the Republicans that don't want ranked choice voting.
Yeah.
So we want the choices. They don't.
Right.
Yeah. Overall. Yeah.
Yeah. And make no mistake about it, we have some very bright individuals in the Green Party.
Oh yeah.
And you know, it's tough sometimes because these bright individuals, they have their points of view and they have their egos. So sometimes it's a struggle, but we need to keep charging forward, and we need to stay positive, and we need to let people know, like, we have a vision of what needs to be done.
Yeah.
And if
I
it,
just, yeah, I was just going to say, I understand the fear. However, you know, here in Illinois, I listened to Pritzker this morning. The National Guard belongs to the state. Why is he allowing him to be used illegally by Trump? That's my question.
Mm.
He should be telling them to stand down. And if Trump sends military, that is the protection for the state. They are trampling all over blue state sovereignty, and the Democrats aren't standing up. I'm
no, they're
sorry.
not.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
They're not doing what they should be doing. They're not
Yeah.
protecting their citizens. This,
No.
you know, I understand the fear. Trump is a loose cannon.
Ugh.
He, you know, he's the worst of the worst. Yet what we need to do is to beat him. The people need to rise up and make him irrelevant. If you cut the money, if you strike, if you're serious and you want this to change, you got to stop buying from these companies that are making everything worse.
Right.
And all you got to do is go to BDS or look into any, you know, organization talking about prisons, you know, prison labor. We have to start being smarter with our money. And if you can buy local, try not to, you know, do anything corporate. Just cancel as much of it as you can. Now we are here on YouTube, which is Google, so we are using Google against all of that. So that's my excuse for being here, because they're not good either. So, you know,
No,
sorry
no.
Google, but
Oh God, they're
we
horrific.
we are
That-
using them to make everything better. So I don't feel so bad about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We do
And
the
you know,
best we can.
I just I want to put this up.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that, and this is what I'm telling you, Joe. Start striking right now and convince your friends. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of the, you know, protection of yourself. You have to risk something if you want things to change. And I'm sick and tired of people being in their little safe space. We have to risk something. It's not going to change.
Right.
Right.
Sorry,
And the
that's
other
my
thing
rant.
is, you know, again, he this person doesn't know us very well. The reality is, yeah, we're working in an electoral system,
Mhm.
but we use the Green Party as an organizing tool. So we're out
Yes.
there protesting, folks. We're out there protesting all the time. And
Right.
I know, I mean, I'm in Chicago. I know that they're coming, and we're planning nightly protests
They're here.
downtown. Okay, are they here
Oh,
already?
wait, no, that was DC.
No,
Sorry.
Yeah.
They took over Union Station in DC.
Okay. So we are
And you know,
absolutely
Joe, you
fighting
can't
this
be
system.
left if you think Pritzker is the man. You're not left.
Yeah, no.
You're buying into their narrative. He
Right.
should be taking control of the National Guard. They belong to the state.
Right.
Yeah. And you know, there are a lot of uncertainty with the Trump administration. You know, who's the next city that they're going to send troops to? Hey,
Right.
somebody
Hey.
from Houston.
All right. Hey, Lizzie.
I
How
don't
you doing?
usually get that hot, so I apologize to my regular audience.
Oh no, please, Edie. No. That's the thing. We have to recognize. I mean, he's a Zionist supporter too. Pritzker is. So come on, people.
Yeah.
I mean, stop.
He
You know-
does sound good. I
Oh, God,
get it.
makes
It's
good
I mean, when he talks, I get why people think he's all right, but
Yeah. Now, what's sad is Marjorie Taylor Greene is speaking out against the genocide in Gaza,
Right.
and AOC is not.
Okay, Joe. Thank you for that.
It's like, wow,
thank you.
Right.
wow.
No, I mean, it just no. Marjorie Taylor Greene is really showing just how horrific our pretend progressive Democrats are. That's
Yeah.
that's the effect of what's happening. There is no
Yeah.
doubt. I mean,
And-
Bernie
Yeah, and
Sanders.
Bernie is still saying, and you know, I hate to pick on it, but stop doing it wrong. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just stop doing it wrong. Chris Smalls came out and was very disappointed in Bernie and AOC on Sabby Sabs because they were all about when he started a new union for Amazon, but where were they whenever he got pulled off, you know, the Handala trying to get aid to starving Palestinians, and he
Right.
was the only one beaten.
Right. Where were they? Right.
They ain't calling. They ain't
Yeah.
making press releases, and Bernie is still saying Israel has a right to defend itself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No,
Stop
it's
screwing up, and
yeah.
we'll talk. You know.
But they're not going to
Yeah.
stop screwing up. That's what they're there for. That's what they're there for. That's their purpose. And they fully are aware of their purpose. They're not making mistakes. No mistakes. They know
Well,
exactly what they're
It
doing.
is. I'm not saying they're making a mistake. I'm saying they're screwing up. They are
Yeah.
screwing up because they're screwing us over.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, and they will not be changing. No, no, no. That won't happen. That's what
I noticed you put
they
a little
take-
graphic in the.
I did. It was just when we were talking about red and blue, everything red, blue. So
Hey, nice.
I know I stole this from the Green
Nice.
Party of Hawaii. So thank you, Green Party of
Oh,
Hawaii.
thanks
Nice.
for that.
All right, Hawaii, hang loose.
It's so perfect. It's just so great. It's like red, blue, green. Hilarious.
I wanted to mention this real quick. I'm a Michael Jordan fan. I mean, being from the Chicago Bulls,
Oh, okay.
but Michael Jordan's gonna have to stop the private jet use.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got to stop the
gross.
private jets. Come on, like
No,
we can
good
do
point.
better.
Good point, Edie. We got to start shaming these damn celebrities. I mean, it's disgusting. The rich are, and there's been a lot of, statistics done on the effects of who's causing the effects of climate change. And I think that the ultra rich cause like over 50% of
Yeah,
it. Is
yeah.
the ultra rich is just extravagant lifestyles.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the main thing that causes this, all this private plane use. Absolutely.
Yeah. They go coast to coast, and everybody else is just flyover country.
Yeah.
They go New York to LA and back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what the cool kids do.
Hmm.
I had on my email today. My email has ads because I don't pay for that. To not get them. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe I had a Saks ad on my.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh yeah.
you must
Drop
not know
your
very
line.
much about me because I can't buy $1,000 dress.
No.
Not that I would want one.
Well, and you've done a lot here on Green Live Stream about fast fashion. I just didn't have any concept of it. And it's disgusting. It is so true that, all this, buying cheap stuff that just falls apart and you throw it in the garbage and it ends up in landfills. I mean, it's just sick.
Yeah.
So,
Go
just
buy vintage.
crazy. All my stuff is thrift, folks. This is thrift.
We need to start calling it vintage.
Vintage, sorry.
Vintage.
Well, I go for the
'Cause
cheaper.
that makes it cool.
Okay. Yeah. And actually, thrift has gotten a little more expensive. Boy, Chicago used to be the best city in the country for thrift. Oh my God. It was
He
incredible.
keeps saying when I come up there, he's going to show me around to the best.
It's, I mean, they've raised their prices. It's not even like Salvation Army. And I know I should not support them. I don't, but I have gone in and seen their prices raised. So,
Well, Eddie, we have 2 minutes. Do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I just want to say, look, the United States, we're the land of Harriet Tubman,
yes.
Frederick Douglass, Abraham Lincoln, Malcolm X, MLK, Cesar Chavez, Mark Twain, Fred Hampton,
Fred Hampton. I was about to say Fred Hampton.
and many, many others. I mean, and I know it's a bit of dark days, but let's stay hopeful, let's stay positive, and let's try to figure out how can we win as a major election with the Green Party.
Yes.
And again, California is I know Dr. Butch Ware is running out there for governor. So
Yes.
California is like I think, 6th largest economy on the globe. Texas is number 8. So if we can
It's
somehow
fourth.
flip what was that again?
It's the 4th largest. And if you only count the United States, it's the 3rd largest in the States.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. So if we can flip California and Texas,
Yes.
we can start doing things at the state level, and then hopefully get somebody elected at the national level and to represent us in Congress.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was going to mention also, if y'all could go to Donor Box and just contribute. I do have to file a $3,100 filing fee. So any little help from Illinois or anywhere in the United States would be a big help.
Is there a way we can get that in the
Can you put it in the
Chat.
private chat and we'll drop it in our chat for everybody?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, the Politico debate is tonight?
Yeah, I don't think did they get him in?
I'm sure they didn't.
Yeah, I haven't
I
heard.
doubt it.
As of yesterday, it was not because I saw the post.
Okay,
Yay, thanks, Maggie. Yes,
Maggie
thanks.
Rodriguez is a
Thank you.
fan.
yeah.
And
where
Jason
where
Wayman says Texas Green. Let's go.
All
All
right.
right. Okay, where do I share that link?
Oh, if
real
you go
quick?
to the right side of your screen, the bottom one says private chat. That will send it to us, and I'll put it in the regular chat.
Okay.
Or unless
private
you just want to post it on YouTube.
And
Okay,
Whatever's easiest for you.
we are going to make one of your campaigns one of the focuses of the Green Party, without a doubt, on a national level, because you got 300,000 votes before. So there are 300,000 people out there who want to vote for you again, just as a base start, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
absolutely. This is super exciting news, Eddie. This is
Yeah,
super
and I thank you all for doing what you do, because it's like independent media, and this is what we need to get the word out.
right. Absolutely. Yep. We live in these spaces for a real reason, because we
Yeah.
want to get the word out about Green Party folks
wow.
running for office.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you bet.
Joe
Bobby
said
Steele.
it. Bobby
Yay.
Steele.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So yep. And sorry I got upset earlier. I know you're new to that's not usual, but it just really just gets me. Like,
Well,
we have to stop believing the duopoly is going to save us. They can't. They
Yeah.
are bought. They are done. We have to replace them. There is no going back to what used to be. We can't do it.
And I get where there's the fear. I get the
Yeah,
fear,
for sure.
you
For
know,
sure.
but you have to stop accepting a party that does nothing for you. I mean, not a thing.
Yeah.
When Obama was in office, he didn't do a thing for you. When Biden was in office, they didn't do a thing. They controlled all the houses and they didn't do a thing for you. So you got to give them up.
We have to learn from our past. We have to.
Yeah.
But Eddie, I really enjoyed.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
it
so
was
funny.
nice.
It was so
nice.
fun.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been like since November 2024 that I did these podcasts, but now it's kind of get back into the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Yes. And we will be pushing you everywhere, Eddie. Trust me. We're going to
Much
be on it.
appreciated, Scott.
Yes.
Yeah, and nice meeting you, Eddie and Scott, and y'all enjoy the rest of the week, and we'll be in contact.
All right.
Yes.
Sounds
We
good.
will.
All right, go Illinois!
everybody.
Yay!
No show on Saturday, but
Right.
Scott will we'll be back with Kalia
Leah. Yes.
on Wednesday with I don't remember who the guest
Don't remember
is.
our
I'm so
guest.
sorry.
Oops. But we try to post it the day before.
But we'll try to post it the day before,
And
Or
but
they
yeah,
will.
no show Saturday, folks. So
But then back on the regular schedule.
and Kalia, who's in the audience, is going to be our guest host. Yay, looking forward to it. It'll be fun.
And I am going to drop the link in the chat for everyone.
And I'm just showing this. We are Green Media. There we go,
We
Kalia.
are Green
And
Media.
Kalia has on Sundays, 6 p.m. Central Time, Green Tea on TikTok. So you can find that. It's a great show.
Mhm.
Great show on Sundays, folks.
Yep,
Part of the
it's a
Green
lot of
Media.
fun.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun. They talk about, that's the thing about Green Party. Everybody comes at it from their own space, and they'll talk about something that others won't talk about. So we're all here to learn from each other.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And one of my favorite quotes, and I don't remember who said it, is "We are all here to walk each other home."
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a
I'm gonna have
great
to look
one.
it up again.
Oh, nice, Edie. Way to end the show. That's a good one. So we're here to walk
right.
you home, folks.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time.
All right. An uprising, we're rising up. It's an uprising, we're rising up. It's an uprising. Fight the power. It's an uprising. Fight the power.